Gütersloh was scene of the first united Rhenish-Westphalian Landesturnfest, the Olympics of gymnasts with the worldwide most participants. 10,000 athletes were celebrating a superlative event in the East Westphalian town Gütersloh. The slogan, "Moving Moments", was performed by accomplishing art, sports and culture in the whole town. Artistic and athletic performances, glamorous choreographies of ballet, dynamic dances and other famous artists made sure that Gütersloh was admired throughout Germany. The idea to launch an art exhibition with the topic of moving moments was already formed in the run-up to this outstanding Landesturnfest. The artist of action Nirgül Kantar, who was always searching for method to combine art with sports, gave her creativity full scope and developed an unique idea. Young well-trained bodies who were part of the Landesturnfest have posed for Nirgül in order to make lifelike sculptures out of high-quality steel. Catching the motion in its natural form, that was the intention for the in Europe well-known artists to create these life-sized works of art. Nirgül Kantar has joined Moving Moments to a big artwork. The church square of Iselhorst was a meeting place for painting contests for children and teenagers where the motion were expressed in pictures. Interested people could gaze at these pictures and cast their voting. The plainly symbol for style, art and motion is the car in its probably most beautiful form. An oldtimer was a perfect symbol for the slogan "Moving Moments". All this was seen during the perhaps most successful Landesturnfest in Gütersloh in the time period 21st of May till 60th of July. More than 2,500 art-interested visitors came to Iselhorst to experience something really special. The traditional farms, Meierhöfe, of the Mumperow family living in Iselhorst were perfect place for Nirgül Kantar to present her remarkable art. The visitors were inspired by moving moments all over the place, whether at the Wheel of Fortune or by the wonderful performances of the ballet school Neumann, also located in Iselhorst. Besides the local ballet and gymnastic clubs, 8 famous artists coming from North Rhine-Westphalia participated to the program with their individual exhibits. Convoluted wooden sculptures, clay sculptures and pictures presenting motion in action were complementing this interesting art event. The so-called magic gardens of the Meierhöfe were one highlight for the visitor. Magical sound appeared in this lush and richly colored vegetation of this private ownership and lets the art-interested visitor feel like he is in another world. Accompanied on the harp, a spectacular water performance was presented on the little river called Luther. Ballet such as in the famous Swan Lake from Tchaikovsky. Like in 1001 Nights, fairies were floating around in the small wood, causing surprise and presenting a kind of art to enjoy. Besides the visual art, Nirgül Kantar also presented touchable art in terms of 11 self-made creations. Moving moments were not only meant to be presented by art objects. The idea was that the visitor could also feel the art all around. handball and table tennis player perfectly integrated into the landscape, delivered a particular insight in how to combine art with sports. Also, the beautiful ambience of the Meierhöfe was responsible for remarkable impressions for each visitor. Artful sounds from several harps and pipe quartets initiated the end of a magical trip into a world of art. The emotion finish was again the motion. Emergence of ballet and colors was staged by performance that let the people feel a deep affection between art and sports. In summary, it was perfect art of action which has accompanied the Landesturnfest in a dignified way. This successful event has already motivated Nirgül Kantar to start with planning new presenting for 2010.